What is up, Hash Nation? Back again with another video, and this one is about the SEC taking up arms against ICOs and influencers who have been shilling ICO tokens over the last, well, pretty much the entire time crypto has been around. And I wanted to share with you guys whether or not this is what has caused this crypto crash, or whether that's just fear, uncertainty, and doubt. It's Factor FUD Friday. And guys, if we're just now meeting, my name is Forrest. This is my YouTube channel, Hashoshi, and I am a blockchain developer here to help you build your knowledge, boost your cryptocurrency gains, and join the movement towards our decentralized, distributed future. And I would then encourage you to hit that subscribe button and smash the bell notification like you mean it, so that we can hang out every single time I post a brand new video. I would be super, super appreciative if you did so. Let's jump into the video. As you may have read in the news, the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, has started to mobilize against initial coin offerings, the construct in cryptocurrency where people sell cryptocurrency tokens for a set amount of money, almost like an initial public offering for stocks. And one of the things that's been an ongoing question is whether or not these things are securities. And there's a whole debate about that. What's a security? What isn't a security? There's the Howey test, which courts can use to decide whether or not it is. It's all mind-boggling. And there's so many differing opinions, but the one thing you cannot deny is that ICOs have been one major avenue where crypto investors have been taken advantage of, and crypto influencers over the years have taken advantage of people with. It is not a secret at all that crypto influencers over the past several years have been taking exorbitant amounts of money from initial coin offerings in their projects in, set asides, like early access to tokens or cash or other crypto in exchange for basically their audience's eyes, ears, and wallets. And the way that this usually worked is as follows. The influencer would get a boatload of money. They would create a video basically saying how perfect and amazing of an opportunity this ICO was, whether or not they believed in it at all. And oftentimes, without even looking at it, without even doing their research. And look, I'm not pointing fingers at specific people. It's pretty obvious who these people were. I'm not in the business of pointing fingers. I'm trying to tell you about something that did happen and why we need this regulation. But what was happening is people were taking these people's word as gospel. They were buying a ton of these tokens. The ICO was garbage and it was all like vapor. There was nothing to it. All that money pretty much was lost, especially now. Even projects that survived for a reasonable amount of time, some people may have made some gains, some people may not have. They're definitely not doing super hot right now. Look, there are exceptions to every rule, but this happened so many times. So many people lost a fortune. And there's a reason why these regulations exist for stocks and other securities. That's just the way it is. Why can't we have a nice unregulated crypto market? Well, because people suck, guys. I mean, people do bad stuff, and a lot of people don't do their research either, so it's a perfect storm for the need for regulation. That's just the truth. But now people say, oh, well, the SEC is regulating crypto, so it's all over, we're all done. Crypto is crashing because the SEC is getting involved. Bad news of any regulation, people take it so seriously and get so upset. That may have played a factor for sure. But in my opinion, what is this, guys? It's FUD. It's fear, uncertainty, and doubt. The SEC is not doing anything wrong in my opinion, and look, I'm as anti-regulation as they come. I think regulation sucks in a lot of ways, and over-regulation is rampant, not just business, finance, etc., but all over the world. But there's a good reason for regulation, and at the end of the day, there's always a reason why the regulation came to be in the first place. And in this case, people get taken advantage of. People did get taken advantage of a lot. And that's why the SEC is cracking down now. We've even seen big name celebrities like Floyd Mayweather, DJ Khaled. They've all gotten, ripped for not disclosing that they've taken money for ICOs. Look, even a Twitter post from a celebrity. Think about the Kardashians, for example. If they tweet some product, no matter how stupid it is, Like if they wanted to say, buy this pen right now, of the millions of people who follow the Kardashians, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people would buy this pen with no question. They don't even know what it is probably, and they would buy it with no question because they trust the Kardashians. And I'm not saying the Kardashians necessarily would ask you to buy a pen. But the reality is, this is what was happening with crypto. People were just saying, oh, well, this is a great ICO, you should buy it. And people were dumping tons of money into it, and then now that money is gone. And these influencers really didn't care about the people that were watching their content and placing their trust in them, and I think that's sick. So the SEC is stepping in now, and I think it's actually a little bit later than it should have been, but I respect them for now jumping in and saying, hey, no, you can't do that. I mean, it's always been clear that it's against the law to not disclose a financial relationship when you're advertising something. It's always been the way it is. And guys, we can go back and forth about how you qualify which ICO is a security and which one isn't. And at the end of the day, there are gonna be a bunch of court cases in the near future, and we're gonna get precedent finally about which ones are and which ones aren't. This is how the world works. Whether you like it or not, the courts are gonna work on making decisions on these cases, and that will be precedent for the future, and it will take time for change, and that's just, I guess, the judiciary system at work. And we're sort of passengers in that process, unless, of course, you're involved in one of those lawsuits, which I hope you're not. But I think my main point here is that this fear, uncertainty, and doubt around any regulation of any kind did maybe cause a ripple in the market, but I actually don't think that this is what's causing this problem. I think we're looking at more of a expectations versus reality is still hitting really hard for people. You have a lot of whale investors that are still in the market, and if you think about how low the overall trading volume is right now, even a relatively small move in the grand scheme of things can actually shift things quite a bit. And you know how people panic. If there's a little shift, people sell in mass quantity. So I think we're seeing a lot of that. We're seeing a lot of panic, but we're also seeing a lot of negativity in the space. You know, the whole hash war thing freaked people out. There's a whole lot of doubt in everyone's minds about crypto, and that's what's causing this crash, not regulation. I actually think this regulation, within reason, if it's not taken too far, if it doesn't become over-regulation, will actually be a good thing for the crypto space going into 2019. That's my opinion. If you disagree, let me know in the comments below why that is. I'm always open to hearing other opinions. This is just my first take on the situation, but if things change, I will let you know in a future video update. And guys, please do check out some of my other Factor FUD Friday videos or my Token Talk Tuesday videos. I will have them linked up right here in these really cool YouTube cards floating in front of your very eyes. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.